Hey guys, it's Rachel from the Little Ring Lamb. Today a book review on Landline by Rowell. And yes, I have my agenda where I'm keeping score of the book. And also this is a no spoilers review. And also if you're new to my videos or just need a refresher, I rate my books in 5 different categories. Plot, characters, cover, suspense, and overall in terms of reading very soon. 5 out of 5, not so soon. 1 out of 5. And before I begin, I'm going to give you a brief synopsis of what this book's about. And I'm going to use the front flap to aid me in this quest so I don't spoil anything for you guys. So a brief synopsis of Landline would be it centers around Georgie McCool, and she's a very career-oriented girl, and she is married to Neil and has 2 children, and she puts her career in front of her a lot, like it's her main goal. She wants to do very well. Her goal is to have her sitcom on TV, one that she wants her way, and this has put a strain on her marriage. Her goal is getting in the way because it's hard for her to balance the two. So basically this centers around a few days around Christmas, and she's supposed to go to Omaha, I think that's how you say it, I'm not 100% sure, with Neil and her 2 daughters. Neil's her husband, if I didn't mention that already. And basically she gets a meeting with this head honcho at this TV studio, and she has to produce 4 more episodes so they can pitch the show. I mean, that's how you say it, pitch the show. You get what I mean. And basically she's between a rock and a hard place and ultimately decides not to go to Omaha with her husband and 2 daughters. So then she finds a landline in her old landline in her mother's house and calls Neil up and finds out that this is past Neil talking, not present day Neil talking. And she wonders about how their marriage would have progressed, or would it be better off if they never got married? I could not get that line down, but say that. I had to look so many times. But yeah, so this is a very good book. It wasn't my favorite Rowell, but it was really good contemporary. So I gave this book a 4.5 out of 5. The reason being is it was really, really good. I love the contemporary parts. It was awesome. It was an easy read. It flew by fast. I was really addicted to finding out what was going to happen. It had a very interesting plot. It like time travel-ish, but with voice and stuff. And I really liked the aspects of that. I liked how they had the days and you knew which day it was. And all that jazz. I really enjoyed it. The only thing I didn't like very much was there's a few bits that were a bit confusing for me, especially the ending. Was a little bit confusing for me, certain parts, but I will explain that maybe further. Somebody asked me if they've read it and they want to know, definitely ask me what that is if you guys don't know what I'm referring to. So characters, I give a 5 out of 5. I love Rowell's character. She's one of those authors that can make characters really, really well. I really love all her characters. They all have faults, but at the same time you're rooting for them because they're just so human. They're not like, they don't feel like characters. They feel like people you could just see and meet. And I loved all the characters. I loved the past Neil, present Neil, Georgie, the kids, like they all have very unique personalities that all mesh together. Georgie's family especially. And yeah. Cover, I give a 5 out of 5. Rowell's covers are very simplistic, I find, but at the same time they carry a lot of meaning. I really loved this cover. I love the size of the book too because it kind of is like the size of a landline old phone. Might be a little, I think it's around the same size it would be. Yeah, because I never had a phone like this, but like I had a bigger phone. Now the phones are so small, even the landline phones, well, I don't know if they call them landlines still, but like even the home phones, they're really significantly smaller. So yeah, anyway, nobody cares about that. So I really like the yellow contrast between the gray. I really like this cover. And then just to put the cherry on top, it has this nice pink and gray back and pink and white. And this spine really reminded me of My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick's spine. I thought they will look so pretty together. So I think I might be organizing my bookshelf in August. And that was kind of the plan. I feel like I'm going to put those Rowell's and then Huntley Fitzpatrick's books together because, well, I only have one of her books, but because they have the pretty spines together. And also I will be doing an updated bookshelf tour hopefully in August. I just got a question about that. Cover, I already went through. Suspense, 5 out of 5. I was reading and walking with this, going to meet my friend. I really want to know what happened. It's very suspenseful because it's one of those things where her marriage is in trouble. What if it doesn't work out? What if it does? How is it going to work out? It's like, it was a very good contemporary because it really held the suspense because you didn't know how the end of the book was going to turn out. Especially if Rowell, who makes her endings pretty realistic, I would say, especially like Eleanor and Park and stuff like that. She doesn't always go for and like fangirl and attachments. Like sometimes she doesn't go for the cheesy, not cheesy ending, but sometimes she doesn't go for the happy ending. Sometimes she goes for the harsh realities of life. So you really don't know how she's going to go, but usually her endings I love. Even if sometimes they frustrate me, I love them because they are realistic. And then overall, I gave it a 5 out of 5. I definitely read this again soon. It was really good contemporary, a few bit confusing parts, but besides that, I can overlook that and read it again, and probably I'll be a little bit cleared up after. My comprehension's not always the best. That could have been an ending factor. But yes, it was a really good book, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.